some important points related to continuity of functions. So first function, every polynomial function is continuous. Second one, a constant function is always continuous. Third result, sin x, cos x, mod x are also continuous everywhere, and log x is continuous in 0 to infinity. Next, algebra of continuous functions. If f and g are two continuous functions, then f plus g is continuous, f minus g is continuous, f divided by g is continuous for g not equal to 0, f into g is also continuous. So addition or subtraction of discontinuous with continuous function is always discontinuous function. Next, case 1. Let us prove the continuity of function f plus g. So we will be using the definition of continuity. So first, f plus g of a is equal to f of a plus g of a. Limit of f plus g of x as x tends to a is equal to a limit of x tends to a f of x plus g of x. Since f of a is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to a and g of a is equal to limit of g of x as x tends to a, we can write the limit as f of a plus g of a. Therefore, the function f plus g is continuous at x is equal to a. Case 2. Let us prove the continuity of f minus g. F minus g of a is equal to f of a minus g of a. By applying the limit, we get limit of f minus g of x as x tends to a equals limit of f of x minus g of x. On simplifying, we get f of a minus g of a, which equals the value of the function. Therefore, the function f minus g is continuous at x is equal to a. Similarly, the continuity of other two follows, that is multiplication and division. First example, discuss the continuity of sine function. So we are considering an arbitrary point c belongs to R. Then f of c is equal to sine c. Limit of f of x as x tends to c is equal to limit of sine x as x tends to c, which is equal to sine c, which implies f of c is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to c is equal to sine x. So sine x is a continuous function at x is equal to c. And since c is any arbitrary point, it follows continuous everywhere. Next question, discuss the continuity of cosine function. Let c belongs to R be any arbitrary point, then f of c is equal to cos c. Limit of f of x as x tends to c is equal to limit of cos x as x tends to c, which is equal to cos c. F of c is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to c, which implies cos x is a continuous function at x is equal to c. Since c is any arbitrary point, now we can say that the cos x is continuous everywhere. Next, discuss the continuity of tangent function. So we know the results that f plus g is continuous, f minus g is continuous, f upon g is continuous, and f dot g is also continuous. So using the algebra of continuity, we can prove that tan function is a continuous function. So tan x can be written as sin x divided by cos x, and we already know sin x and cos x are continuous function. The ratio of sin x and cos x is continuous everywhere except where cos x is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, and tan x is a continuous function. Next, the continuity of secant function. Again, we can write secant function as f of x is equal to sec x. Okay, and f of x is equal to sec x is equal to 1 upon cos x. We know that 1 and cos x are continuous function, and the ratio of 1 upon cos x is also continuous except when cos x is equal to 0. That is when x takes the values odd multiples of pi by 2. Okay, so except these values, the function is continuous. Therefore, sec x is also a continuous function. Next function, cosecant function. Similarly, as we proved for sec x, we are applying the same concept to show cosec is also continuous. So cosec x can be written as 1 upon sin x. Since 1 and sin x are continuous function, the ratio of 1 upon sin x is also continuous except when sin x is equal to 0. And we know that sin x is equal to 0 at, at integral multiples of pi. Next example, discuss the continuity of cotangent function. So again, cot function can be explained in the same way as tan function. So cot x can be written as cos x upon sin x. So since sin x and cos x are continuous functions, the ratio cos x upon sin x is also continuous everywhere except where sin x is equal to 0. So x is equal to n pi. So at x is equal to n pi, the function is not continuous. At rest of all the points, the cotangent function is a continuous function. Students, in this presentation, we will discuss some more problems related to continuity. So the first question is determine if a function f of x defined by f of x is equal to x square sine 1 by x if x is not equal to 0. F of x is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0 is a continuous function. So we need to check the continuity on the complete real line, that is minus infinity to infinity. So first we will consider f of c exists. Second, we will find out the limit of the function as x tends to c, and then show that the limiting value of the function is equal to f of c. So first, at x is equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0, and limit of the function is equal to limit of x square sine 1 by x, which equals 0 into an oscillating quantity whose value is in between minus 1 and 1. So we know the maximum value of sine is 1 and minus 1. So it takes the values between minus 1 and 1. So when we multiply, we get 0. So when x approaches to 0, 1 upon x approaches to infinity. Therefore, sine 1 by x will be an oscillating quantity lying between minus 1 and 1. Question 2. Examine the continuity of f, where f is defined by sin x minus cos x as x not equal to 0, and f of x is equal to minus 1 when x is equal to 0. Observe that if x is not equal to 0, f of x is equal to sin x minus cos x, which is a continuous because it is the difference of two continuous function. So we can say that at x is equal to 0, we will find out the value. So f of 0 will be equal to -1, and limit of f of x as x tends to 0 is equal to a limit of sin x minus cos x as x tends to 0, which equals 0 minus 1, which is -1. So f of 0 is equal to limit of f of x as x tends to 0. Therefore, the function is continuous at x is equal to 0. So limit of f of x as at 3 will be equal to 3a plus 1. So LHL limit of f of x as x tends to 3 minus will be equal to limit of ax plus 1 as x tends to 3 minus, which equals 3a plus 1. Similarly, RHL will be equal to limit of f of x as x tends to 3 plus, which equals limit of bx plus 3 as x tends to 3 plus, which on simplifying we get 3b plus 3. Now since the function is continuous at 3, we can equate both the values, that is we can equate LHL and RHL. So on further simplifying we get 3a plus 1 is equal to 3b plus 3. 3a minus 3b is equal to 3 minus 1, and a minus b is equal to 2 by 3. So the relation between a and b is a minus b is equal to 2 by 3. So the next concept in continuity is composite functions. So if f and g are two real functions, then f composition g of x is equal to f of g of x is defined whenever the range of g is subset of domain of f. So theorem, suppose f and g are real valued functions such that f composition g is defined at C. If g is continuous at C and if f is continuous at g of C, then f composition g is continuous at C. Using the definition and the above concept of composition of two functions, we will discuss few examples. Question 1. Discuss the continuity of f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. So result, if f and g are two continuous functions, then f plus g is continuous, f minus g is also continuous, f upon g is a continuous function for g not equal to 0, and f dot g is also a continuous function. So let g of x is equal to sin x and h of x is equal to cos x. Since sin x and cos x are continuous functions, sin x plus cos x, sin x minus cos x, and sin x into cos x are also continuous functions. Second question. Discuss the continuity of f of x is equal to cos x square. Let us consider g of x is equal to cos x and h of x is equal to x square. So we know that the above two functions are continuous everywhere. Therefore, g composition h of x, we get g of h of x, which equals g of x square, or which is equal to cos x square. So same where we have used the theorem on composition of two functions. That is, suppose f and g are real valued functions such that f composition g is defined at C, and if g is continuous at C and f is continuous at g of C, then f composition g is a continuous function at C. Next question. Discuss the continuity of f of x is equal to 1 minus x plus mod x. Okay. So we will consider g of x as 1 minus x and h of x as mod x. So we will combine both the functions g of x plus h of x. So 1 minus x plus mod of x is equal to k into x is a continuous function. Also we know that h composition k of x is equal to h of k of x, which is equal to 1 minus x plus mod x is a continuous function. Next question. Discuss the continuity of f of x is equal to mod of cos x. So let g of x equals mod x and h of x equals cos x. So we know that the above two functions are continuous everywhere. So g composition h of x is equal to g of h of x, which equals g of cos x, and g of cos x is equal to mod of cos x. So mod of cos x is also a continuous function. Next example. Examine whether the function sine of mod x is a continuous function. Let g of x is equal to sine x and h of x is equal to mod x. We know that g of x and h of x are continuous everywhere. So g composition h of x is equal to g of h of x, which equals g of mod x. On simplifying, we get sine of mod x, which is also a continuous